Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie from Moondirected. Welcome to my channel where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And today we are talking about that full moon in Pisces. It is happening for most of the world on Friday the 13th, but here in the United States, it's at 12:33 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And it is happening at 21 degrees and 5 minutes of Pisces. So for you, that's happening in your 10th house of career. And so before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy, and I wanted to see how things were going. And what I heard was, what the, we'll say heck. You sounded so incredulous, full of curiosity, but a little like, oh my God, did not see this coming. That's what it felt like. And then I saw you dusting up your hands and pulling on your thinking cap and getting down to the business of figuring it out. And I'm like, okay. It was pretty funny. Sorry about that. I needed to feel into that energy. There were too many cards presenting themselves. All right, so what is this full moon? This full moon in Pisces means that whatever you set your seeds of intention for in the house of career, could have been something else if you were setting intentions, but it would have been in during Pisces new moon that would have happened back in March or April, probably March of 2018. Oh. Okay, what? Hold on. Lots of stuff happening here. Okay, wow. All kinds of good stuff going on. Lots of cards. So we'll see what that is. So what were you thinking about in regards to your career about a year and a half ago? So you should be going through a leveling up stage, and you have to release during a full moon. So it is letting go of something that's keeping you from moving to the next stage, and in order to create space and room to move forward. Okay, that one. And that one. All right. Yes. Lots of cards, Gemini. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got here. So, bringing things to conclusion, harvesting, and for you, you have the Three of Stones came out, and the Three of Stones, this is the Chrysalis Tarot deck, which is really fascinating. The Three of Stones is very similar to the Three of Pentacles. That's that teamwork energy, but because this book, this author really did some stuff with this, I really wanted to kind of get into what it says. It says, the design symbolizes the tree of life, interconnection to all things in Norse mythology. Three Norse lived beneath the tree of life. They were named the past, the present, and the future, which are also the names of our three owls. The reason for these names is because there is no separation of time. When the stuff of dreams is created, past, present, and future dissolve into the eternal now. The Three of Stones symbolizes an important step forward toward enlightenment. Allow the owl's inner light and keen foresight to guide you. So you are having guidance from your higher self, who sees the past, present, and future as to what your next steps in a career are. So that's pretty exciting energy. And also we have at the center of this, we have the golden flower, which is all about temperance, keeping things in balance, So that's the key to the situation. So we have recent past, the Hawk Prince. So yes, Spirit's been trying to get your attention, and it looks like you've been trying to get Spirit's attention, because this is, you were waiting for information to come in for guidance. So you were possibly praying a lot, meditating, I want to know what I'm supposed to do now, and how do I take it to the next step? And here we are. We have the eyes of beauty, positive expectation and clarity. So yes, pulling on your thinking cap, saying, all right, here's the situation. Wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, but now I'm going to make it work. And so getting some guidance from your spirit to help you. And oh yeah, here we go. We've got the chess queen in the future, which is about strategizing and figuring it out. And we have optimism and aggression. So aggression can be good. Aggression can be bad. I consider it action. Taking action. So taking action optimistically, not allowing, doing with strategy, being optimistic. So making a plan, working the plan. Making the plan, working the plan. So here you go. You're getting the clarity. What do you need to let go of in order to take the next step? Apparently, you got maybe bit off a little more than you thought, some kind of a situation like that, but it looks like you got this under control here. In the recent past, okay, we have self-protection. You're a born entrepreneur, but you're being protected, and these are the obstacles. So maybe when I see self-employment, it could definitely be self-employment, obviously. But it could be a decision that you made as far as how are you going to create financial stability. And it could be through investments. It could be through a career move. There are lots of positions that are not necessarily considered self-employment, but perhaps you are a salesperson. And so, you know, if you're not making the calls, you're not making the money, right? Lots of ways to consider that. This is something, when I see self-employment, it is something that where obviously the effort and the time that you put in makes the difference. You're creative and your action-oriented steps. This isn't the boss saying, okay, this is what we're going to do today, and you just dutifully do it. This is you having to take the bull by the horns and make the effort. So then again, we have the Temperance card, which is all about connection to spirit, keeping things in balance, being in flow with spirit. And it says, okay, and it's also about just in general being balanced. And look at this, you have tranquility, take time to rest, and you have treasure. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance is open to you now. And so I think that opportunity is sprouting up for you. I think you're like, wow, there's so much, but don't forget to keep things in balance. Don't become a workaholic. Allow the flow of spirit to go through. Understand that you are making a difference. You're receiving guidance. Listen to spirit, and tranquility. I feel like, you know, taking time to meditate or pray or spend time in nature and just walking, sometimes that really helps. So you have Make-A-Wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestations. So past, present, and future, you're building on it. There's strategy, there's action involved. Your career looks so good here. In the past, an obstacle was making sure that you were releasing what wasn't working, that you were allowing yourself to be calm, and maybe it was getting out of a negative situation. But that's beautiful. Here we go. Infinite abundance. You have the treasure chest of abundance and Make-A-Wish. And so maybe you aren't feeling so abundant right now, but abundance is on the offer. It says abundance is, this is your affirmation. Abundance is pouring into my life. Abundance is pouring into my life. So this is the tree, right? They're the apple trees and it's harvest time, just like this harvest moon, where they're falling out. Be ready to catch the abundance that's coming, the windfall of abundance that's coming. Be ready. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is coming in. And you're like, I don't know, did I take on too much? You're doing fine. Okay, so you were protected in the past and you are protected in the future. You are being protected by angels. You are cherished and protected by the angels, and this one is grounding. Go deep and explore your roots. And the thing about this, I've recently started saying, because it came to me recently, actually, is like this grounding, as much as that is about getting out of nature and connecting and everything, it's also about making a practical plan. And especially since we have the strategy here and the optimism and the action, you need a plan. You're like, what the heck? Dust your hands off. It's coming. You're going to need to do some work. You are. You need a plan, figuring it out, pulling on that thinking cap and getting down to business. But oh my gosh, make a wish. What do you want? What are you hoping to create? Because the opportunities are right here, right now. All right, so let's get a little final guidance here from, I'm using the Liquid Crystal Oracle. I just recently gotten it, and I haven't really, oh my gosh. Wow, so many. Okay, well, we're going to pick one of these when I figure out which one. So we have Personal Power into Action, the Tiger's Eye. That one doesn't really need an explanation. That is what they're saying here. You are going to have to take some action, but you are stepping into your power. You have the ability. You have sulfur, which is physical radiance. So make sure you're taking care of yourself and you are being physically active. So again, that could be the getting out, but it's also about taking advantage of this opportunity. We have clear calcite, the universal mind. So yes, strategy, strategizing your way through it. Aventuring, the unlimited self. The unlimited self. And we have silver, the lunar path. So I'm going to take a quick look at these two, the aventuring and the silver, because I feel like that's where the guidance, the best kind of guidance is going to come. Aventuring has come to you today. It is time to give thanks for your unlimited potential. Release all fears. So that's what you need to let go of. You need to let go of your fear of failure or your fear of success. I hate it when people say that. So go for it. Figure it out. Go for it. It might feel really overwhelming right now, but you are being guided. You have the mental clarity to do this. You can do this. It says, take up the reins of life in a bold, brave fashion. You're being asked to trust in your divine potential, empower your wonderful gift of free will, and create the world you wish. Make your wish. And then silver. I wanted to see what silver had to say. Oh my goodness. Okay, so silver. If silver has come to you today, it's time to activate and harmonize the goddess self. She lives in you as the most feminine component and is seeking a pathway of new expression. Take time to feel and balance your emotional body and be sure to verbally express what is found there in a forgiving and compassionate manner. All right, so lots of action cards here, but there's also this yin card. So action is yang energy. This is yang, 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 yang. Lots of yang. Okay. The yin is about the temperance card. That's where the balance comes in. So strategizing, doing the work, getting where you're supposed to go, doing the things you're supposed to do. Yes. But don't forget to keep making time for spirit. Don't forget to spend time in thought, being grounded, staying emotionally balanced. Seems very overwhelming, but okay, so Gemini, you rely on your intellect a lot. Why not? It's your superpower. You're being asked to also take time to feel into your intuition and your heart space a little and allow yourself to navigate through strategy, yes, but keep it in balance with your intuition. Allow both parts to take place, okay? And allow your higher self to communicate with you, because remember, it's past, present, and future. Your higher self knows what's going on. So allow the opportunity for your higher self to speak with you, to lead you through this, because this looks exciting and a little overwhelming. So hang in there. You can do this. Keep it in balance. Make sure you're creating some space, a little bath water there, you know. Rest a little. That's the key. That's the key, is keeping it in balance. But it looks really good, so congratulations. I will talk to you soon. Have a great full moon, because it looks amazing.